how old can your son be before he decides what his sexual orientation is? This is a really interesting blog that we found on Huffington Post. Cenk wants to do a Supreme Court on it. There is a mother, she is unidentified, she's an unidentified blogger on Huffington Post, and she blogs about her 7-year-old son and how her 7-year-old son basically came out and told her, hey, mommy, I'm gay, after finding out what gay means, right? Now, she says that her son has always had a crush on Glee's Blaine, who I'm assuming is a boy.
Correct.
Yes. So she was, what I love about this mother and her husband is they're so loving and so accepting of it, right? And the little boy goes around saying, I'm gay. And then the father, tussles his hair around a little bit and says, I know, son, we love you.
Oh. So
anyway.
What's the Supreme Court about? We're all libs. We're going to agree, right? Yeah, go gay son.
I agree. What do you think?
Well, look. Court is in session. Okay, so now that it's officially in session, look, 7 years old is pretty young, and kids, sometimes they know what they're saying, and I think that not enough people give them credit. They have a good sense about them fairly early on, I think, right? But at the same time, you might be giving them too much credit. Like, it's 7 years old, I thought I wanted to be, what I wanted to be? An Indian.
I know.
How does that make sense? Because when I saw the cowboy and Indian movies and I thought the Indians are the good guys, I don't get it. I wanted to be an Indian, okay? So if my parents were like, good boy, okay, now you're going to be an Indian. I don't know what that would have meant. So I'm thinking they're pulling the trigger a little too early here.
I don't think so, and I'll tell you why. When I was 5 years old, I was in kindergarten. I had the biggest crush on a classmate by the name of Somyaji. He was an Indian.
Oh, really?
I'll never forget him.
Huh.
I would always play with him on the monkey bars. Look, I knew at the age of 5 that I was attracted to boys. No one had a discussion with me about it. My mom didn't sit me down and say, these are boys, these are girls, you're supposed to be into boys. I just knew immediately, I like boys, right? I'm going to chase Somyaji around the playground.
No, I hear you. And same thing with me. In kindergarten, I had a crush on a girl, etc. So sometimes but I've talked to a lot of people who didn't know or didn't have any feelings like that about having a crush, whatever it is, until much later in life. And when you're 7, sometimes you think you know things, and then you come to find out that you didn't really know that much because you were freaking 7. All right, J.R. Jackson, your 7-year-old comes up to you and says, I'm gay. Do you say, excellent? Or do you say, yeah, let's cool off on that and try to figure it out a couple of years later?
I mean, same thing that you said the father was doing. Like, oh, yeah, good for you, son, yeah. Go ahead on. Because like you said, it's who knows exactly what he's talking about or what exactly his perception is. Because there's sexuality, there's sex, there's attraction, there's sexual attraction. All those things that, Anna liked a little boy when she was 5 years old, but she wasn't thinking about what she wants to do to him. It's different.
I don't know. I'm just kidding.
It's like, oh, cute, whatever. And then kids hear the word cute. No, I like you, and that's cute. No, I like you. Kids probably get heartbroken over their best friend, same sex, if they're straight, of the same sex, like having a fight with them or something. Oh, I miss my friend, And then it's all these different ways. They're figuring their emotions and their feelings out. Let them figure it out. There's no need in making a definite thing going, okay, time to go out and let's set you up for this gay lifestyle. Because he's figuring it out. Let him figure it out.
Because we should tell you.
To be fair to the parents, they're not doing that.
No, but they partly are. They're going to the teachers of their son and saying, by the way, I'd like to tell you our son is gay, and we want you to treat him, just as you would with anybody else and be cool, et cetera, et cetera. Oh, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't, right? So I rule. I love the parents. Don't get me wrong. Their heart's in the right place, but I rule against them. Okay, I don't even know what that means, but I'm ruling against them.
I think the parents are just, they're being protective of their son. They want to make sure that, because their son, to be fair to them, is going around telling everyone, I'm gay. And what do you do?
Well, that's because his parents are like, yeah, go get him. Yeah, you're so gay. Go.
No, they're not. The son, went up to the mother one night and said, Mom, I'm gay. And what is the mother supposed to do? Hey, you want to be quiet about that. Then the kid's going to,
No, I feel like, I know, it's a super hard situation. And I got a friend whose son appears definitely to be gay, and he's even younger than 7. But they didn't put up a neon sign going around to everybody saying, he is definitely gay. Just take it easy, right? So I think I'd be like, oh, okay, cool. I wouldn't freak out and be like, no, you're not. No, of course not, right? But at the same time, I'd be like, let's revisit that issue later, okay, when you have a little bit more sense. Jesus, I take it you're on our side. So we're 3-1 against Anna at this point. But none of us have a 7-year-old. Steve-O does come in, and I'm curious. I don't know which way you're going to go on this.
Well, I think kids certainly know at that age. My daughters, they all know. And I think what we're all trying to say here is that these parents are celebrating his gayness, and in some respects may have even encouraged it, whether he's actually gay or not. Because I don't think if he said, I like girls, they're going to walk around telling everyone, oh, he likes girls, and make a big deal out of it, right? And you know, the parents take great pains to talk about how accepting they are of gays and how gays are very much in their lives and very accepted. So, you know, either by subtle ways or not so subtle ways, they may have somehow communicated to their child that being gay is cool, that it's special, and the kid may just be kind of responding in kind. All that being said, he could very well be totally gay, and that's totally fine. I just think the parents are celebrating something that should neither be celebrated nor suppressed. It is what it is.
I think Steve nailed it. As I read that article, I thought, like, they might accidentally be persuading the kid that, like, this is such a great thing, and that's why he's going around shouting, "I'm gay, I'm gay!" Like, because the parents are encouraging it. So what's the worst case
scenario? The worst case scenario is that he's not actually gay, and he grows up and realizes, I'm not gay, I actually like women. What happens then?
No, I hear you, but the kid, you know, might, you know, be upset at his parents for pushing him in that direction, etc. You know, all these things. Like, there's nothing wrong with being gay, but, like, it's like pushing somebody in that direction, as JR was saying, like, there's nothing wrong with being straight, but at 7-year-old, I'm not like, what do you think about Susie in kindergarten? What do you think? Go get him, Tiger! Right? Like, bring it down. And so, you don't want to lead the kid in the wrong direction of what he is or is not.